I'm sure you've heard the news. Hip-hop is no stranger to drama, it thrives on it. From its very inception, the genre has been a battleground of words, beats, and lifestyles. But what happens when the lines between music and reality blur? When the stories told in lyrics start to mirror real-life events, the stakes become much higher. When the stakes are higher than just chart positions and record deals, when careers are on the line and every decision can make or break an artist's future, we're talking about empires built and destroyed, the rise and fall of icons who have shaped the culture and left an indelible mark on society. We're talking about lives lost, talented individuals whose potential was cut short, leaving behind a legacy of what could have been. We're talking about the whispers of conspiracy and the weight of accusations, the media frenzy that follows every scandal, and the courtroom battles that ensue. This is the story of hip-hop's underbelly, where legends like P. Diddy, Eminem, 50 Cent, Tupac Shakur, and Biggie Smalls collide. Their stories are intertwined with both triumph and tragedy, where loyalty is tested and betrayal cuts deep. Friendships forged in the fire of the industry can quickly turn into rivalries, where the price of fame might be higher than anyone imagined. The constant scrutiny and pressure can take a toll on even the strongest individuals. Get ready to dive into the heart of hip-hop's drama, where the truth is often elusive and the consequences are always real. This is a world where every beat, every rhyme, and every decision carries weight. The news hit the hip-hop world like a shockwave. Fans were left in disbelief and social media exploded with reactions. The arrest was the talk of the town, dominating headlines and conversations everywhere. P. Diddy, the music mogul, the icon, the self-proclaimed king of New York, was arrested. The sight of him in handcuffs sent ripples through the industry. It was a moment that no one saw coming, a moment that would be etched in the annals of hip-hop history. The charges were serious, with whispers of assault and battery swirling around him. Legal experts weighed in, speculating on the potential outcomes. The courtroom sketches painted a grim picture, and the police station buzzed with activity as the case unfolded. This wasn't just a PR nightmare, it was a full-blown crisis. Diddy's team scrambled to manage the fallout, holding emergency meetings and crafting statements. The media frenzy was relentless, with every detail being scrutinized and dissected. It was a blow to Diddy's carefully crafted image. The man who was always in control, always on top, now looked vulnerable. His luxury lifestyle, once a symbol of success, now seemed to be in disarray. The stress was evident on his face, and the world watched as he navigated this unprecedented challenge. The man who built an empire on charisma and ambition was suddenly facing public scrutiny of the darkest kind. The implications were immediate. Brands distanced themselves, collaborations crumbled. The business world, which once embraced him, now seemed to be turning its back. Diddy's carefully constructed world seemed to be teetering on the brink. His empire, built on years of hard work and determination, was now at risk. The people around him, his trusted entourage, looked worried. The future was uncertain, and the stakes were higher than ever. Was this a stumble for the music titan, or was it a fall from grace? The question lingered in the air. Diddy, known for his resilience, now faced the biggest test of his career. The image of a crown falling symbolized the potential end of an era. On stage, under dim lighting, he seemed to be contemplating his next move. The hip-hop community held its breath, waiting to see if Diddy could weather the storm. Fellow artists, fans, and industry insiders all watched closely. The dramatic skyline of New York, with storm clouds gathering, mirrored the uncertainty and tension that gripped the community. Would Diddy rise again, or was this the beginning of the end for the King of New York? The murders of Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls remain two of hip-hop's most haunting tragedies. Their untimely deaths not only shocked the music industry but also left fans around the world in a state of mourning and disbelief. These weren't just artists, they were icons, poets, revolutionaries. Their music spoke to the struggles and triumphs of their communities, and their influence extended far beyond the realm of hip-hop. Their deaths left a void in the music world that could never be filled. Fans still gather at murals and memorials paying tribute to the legends who once gave them a voice. And in the shadows of these tragedies, whispers followed Diddy. Could he be involved? The questions lingered, casting a pall over his career. The theories were dark, fueled by street rumors and speculation. Conversations in hushed tones suggested a deeper conspiracy, one that involved power, money, and betrayal. Some pointed to Diddy's known rivalry with Tupac and Biggie, The tension between them was palpable, often spilling over into their music and public appearances. Others cited witnesses who claimed to have information linking Diddy to the events. These testimonies, though often unverified, added fuel to the fire of suspicion. These weren't just internet theories. Major news outlets covered the story extensively, each new piece of information adding another layer to the mystery. These were accusations that followed Diddy for years, casting a long shadow over his success. Despite his achievements, the specter of these allegations loomed large. With Diddy's recent arrest, the whispers grew louder. The public and media alike wondered if this would be the moment when the truth finally came to light. Was this the crack in the facade that would finally reveal the truth? As the investigation continues, the world watches, waiting for answers to one of hip-hop's most enduring mysteries. To understand the magnitude of the accusations against Diddy, we have to rewind. We have to go back to the East Coast-West Coast rivalry that gripped hip-hop in the 90s. On one side, you had Biggie Smalls, the notorious Big, representing Brooklyn's finest. On the other, Tupac Shakur, hailing from the mean streets of Compton. They were more than just rappers, they were figureheads, symbols of a cultural divide that ran deep. The rivalry escalated from diss tracks to violence, culminating in the tragic deaths of both artists. The music world mourned, but the scars of this feud ran deep, forever changing the landscape of hip-hop. Section 5. Loyalty and Betrayal. Eminem, 50 Cent, and the Shadow of Dr. Dre. In the aftermath of Tupac and Biggie's deaths, the hip-hop world searched for answers, for someone to blame. And in the midst of the chaos, new players emerged, bound by loyalty and driven by ambition. Eminem, the lyrical prodigy from Detroit, and 50 Cent, the street-smart hustler from Queens, both found a mentor in Dr. Dre, the legendary producer who had worked with both Tupac and Snoop Dogg. Dre's guidance propelled Eminem and 50 Cent to superstardom. But their loyalty to their mentor also meant inheriting the complexities of his past, including his complicated relationship with Diddy. Section 6. Fueling the fire: How media magnifies hip-hop feuds. The drama unfolding between these hip-hop titans wasn't contained to the streets or the recording studio. The media, hungry for sensationalism, amplified every rumor, every accusation. Newspapers ran with headlines screaming of conspiracies and betrayals. Talk shows dissected every lyric, every interview, searching for hidden meanings and veiled threats. Social media became a battleground, with fans choosing sides and hurling insults. The lines between truth and speculation became increasingly blurred. The media wasn't just reporting on the drama, it was fueling it, creating a feedback loop of hype and hysteria. Section 7. Scars of Discord: The Impact of Rivalries on Hip-Hop's Soul. The rivalries and controversies surrounding Diddy, Eminem, 50 Cent, and the legacies of Tupac and Biggie left an undeniable mark on hip-hop. Some argue that these conflicts tarnished the image of the genre, perpetuating negative stereotypes and overshadowing its artistic contributions. They point to the violence, the misogyny, and the materialism often associated with these feuds. Others argue that these rivalries are a natural part of hip-hop's DNA, reflecting the realities of the streets where the genre was born. They see these conflicts as a source of creative tension, pushing artists to innovate and challenge each other. Section 8. The Price of Fame: Violence and its Cycle in the Music Industry. The tragedies of Tupac and Biggie serve as stark reminders of the dark side of fame. The very elements that drew fans to their music, the rawness, the honesty, the danger, also made them targets. The pressure cooker of the music industry, with its cutthroat competition and constant scrutiny, can push artists to the edge. The lines between their public personas and their private lives become blurred, and the consequences can be devastating. Section 9. Beyond the Headlines: The Human Toll of Hip-Hop's Conflicts. It's easy to get caught up in the drama, the speculation, and the sensationalism. But it's important to remember that behind the headlines are real people with real lives. Tupac and Biggie were sons, brothers, friends. Their families and loved ones still grapple with the pain of their loss. Eminem and 50 Cent, despite their tough exteriors, have also spoken about the emotional toll of their experiences in the industry. I'm sure you've heard the news. Section 10. Redemption or Ruin: The Future of Diddy's Empire. As Diddy faces the fallout from his arrest and the resurfacing of past controversies, the question remains, what does the future hold for the hip-hop mogul? Will he be able to weather the storm and rebuild his empire? Or will the weight of his past finally catch up with him? Only time will tell if Diddy can find redemption in the eyes of the public and cement his legacy as one of hip-hop's most successful figures. Section 11, Hip-Hop's Narrative, a story of triumph, tragedy, and unanswered questions. The story of P. Diddy, Eminem, 50 Cent, Tupac Shakur, and Biggie Smalls is a microcosm of hip-hop itself, a powerful blend of triumph and tragedy, of ambition and loss, of creativity and destruction. It's a story that continues to unfold, with each new chapter adding another layer of complexity to the narrative. And while some questions may never be answered, one thing is certain. Hip-hop will continue to captivate, challenge, and inspire us, forcing us to confront the uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the world we live in.